Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. You might be wondering what I'm doing. Well, as you know, I run another little company outside of YouTube called Cankerboy. That's what these are. These are the boxes that have the pills in them. Cankerboy is a pill that you take that keeps you from getting canker sores, if you don't know. I haven't talked about it enough. But it's that time of the month. It's a subscription service, so once a month I have to send out all these packages, and I include in all these packages a little newsletter that I fold up and stick into these envelopes. The ones right here. There's two different types of products that I do. One of them is just the pills-only subscription, meaning once a month or once every 2 months, actually. It's a 2-month subscription. You get a package with pills in it. That's it. And a newsletter. There's also a box subscription, which is like a subscription box, just like you would get with like Loot Crate or something like that. It comes with the pills, but it also comes with a bunch of third-party stuff. It's usually a bunch of oral health stuff. You get toothpaste, rinse, lip balm, that kind of thing. And that's done as an entire box, which I actually did this weekend with my mother-in-law who came into town. This is my wife's mother. And we've been talking about her kind of taking over fulfillment for me because, you know, she's retired and she watches the grandkids and stuff. But when I told her that I was thinking about, you know, finding a fulfillment center to do this, she offered to help out. So she was actually here this weekend, not for that. She was here to watch one of her grandkids doing a gymnastics tournament, which this is my niece, my wife's sister's daughter. And they're actually like getting ready for her to be in the Paris Olympics in 2024. Like that's how far along she's coming. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, so yeah, my mother-in-law was here and she helped me with the boxes, and that's what these are. So we packed all these up. Now there were only like 12 of these. So that didn't take much time, and I wasn't going to take up all of her weekend doing the rest of this because there's 133 of the pills only stuff that I've got to send out. So that's what I'm spending my Monday doing. I'm just putting these together. And I have to do this once a month. And the thing is, I don't have a lot of time, as you probably know, with putting 2 videos out a week. I can't even hardly respond to comments anymore because I'm so busy. But, and this takes up like all day. This is like an all-day thing. So I don't have the time to do it anymore, but the thing is, I actually don't mind doing it. I kind of like it. To be honest, like this morning when I was thinking about sitting here and putting these together, I got kind of excited about it because everything that I do with the YouTube channel is researching, writing. I mean, I'm writing 2 to 4 essays a week. I mean, if you put that in terms of like school or something, like that's what I'm doing basically. And it's a lot of brain work. And it's kind of nice to do this because it requires no brain work at all. It's just folding, stuffing, labeling. And, you know, I sit here, I've got this table that I set up. I'm here in my living room. I throw on some movies. I get caught up on movies and TV shows. I might pour me a drink or something. You know, it's just a hang. It's just something that I can sit here and do. The only problem is I just don't have all day long. I don't have a day or 2 days or however long this takes to sit down and do this. So I started doing something that basically I was inviting friends over. And I was like, look, this is a thing that I have to do. And I don't mind doing it, but I could use a hand, you know, because this is just all me right now. So I proposed doing something that I called Movies and Stuff, which is basically come on over, we'll throw a movie on, we can have some beers and fold up some stuff and just, you know, it'll go really fast. And in fact, we did it last month, and I mean, we were done by the time the movie was over. So it's something I want to keep doing, at least until I can afford to actually, he's about to slide off the table, until I can afford to actually hire like a fulfillment center to handle all of this. That was something that I was planning on doing. But again, with my wife's mother coming into town this weekend, and we were going to be talking about her doing the boxes for me, not all this stuff, but the boxes. Anyway, it didn't seem like a good time to try to schedule something with a bunch of people, so I'm doing it myself, and hopefully this is the last time I'm doing it myself, and hopefully within 6 months or so, this will be completely outsourced to somebody else, and I don't have to do it anymore. And I'll tell you what, there's a part of me that's going to miss it. That's the truth. Another thing that's a little bit, and this, anybody who's followed this channel for a really long time knows this is not the first time this has happened. In fact, this is a bit of a rerun. After these boxes, which there's 24 in each one of these boxes, 24 bottles of pills. There's 3 more boxes upstairs. And it's got to last me probably through the end of February, which I know for a fact it will not. I've already placed an order for the next batch. I was really hoping I could get, well, that's a whole different thing. They're bottles right now, and I've been wanting to get them to blister packs, kind of like what you would buy at CVS or something, because it would pack flatter, and I could use different types of envelopes. It would cost less to ship, and I could do them monthly instead of bi-monthly, which gets kind of confusing. But once it gets to that point, I definitely would want to just farm that out and have some fulfillment center take care of it. But anyway, this is where we are now. And that's okay. I'm hoping, and it's funny because being in this position right now where I don't have the inventory to really do anything. I mean, right now, if somehow this got picked up and put in a magazine or Oprah featured it or something, and you know, I got hundreds of thousands of orders, I would, well, it's a good problem to have, but I would kind of be stuck because I wouldn't be able to fulfill all those orders. So I haven't really been doing any marketing lately because I knew I was running low on inventory. But once I get that new inventory, there's a couple of things that's going to happen. One is I'm probably going to start talking about it on the videos a little bit more. So this is kind of a heads up. Like the Random Thursday videos are never, well, I have no intention of them ever being sponsored by, you know, Brilliant and those guys that do the Monday videos. But I was going to put just a little bug, just a little 5-second bug at the end of every Random Thursday video for this, and point people to where to go. Not something that would be like in the video. I wouldn't spend any time in the video talking about Cankerboy or anything, but it would just be a little bug at the end. Why not, right? I mean, that beheading video that got 3 million views, that could have been 3 million people that saw that message. You know, that could help out the business quite a bit. So that's something I'm probably going to do. The other thing I'm probably going to do is start selling this through Amazon. And believe it or not, I've never done that with this product. I do sell the subscriptions that ship out once a month, but I also sell one-time purchases. So if you just wanted to buy a bottle, you could do that. But I actually had to shut that off at the beginning of January because I was running out of inventory. So you can't actually do it right now. But the idea is once I get the inventory in, I'm going to sell one-time purchases through Amazon and probably international purchases as well, because I've been having a lot of trouble with international shipments. Some countries are stricter with their customs when it comes to supplements and anything that you have to ingest, you know. So, yeah, today is Cankerboy Day. This is me doing that. And I'm just kind of in a holding pattern with Cankerboy right now until I get some more product in, but that should be hopefully in about 6 more weeks. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. But anyway, I wanted to talk just for a second about today's video. I did the video on the hydrogen fuel cell cars. 2 comments that I've been getting ad nauseum. One keeps asking if the actress at the beginning of the video and the sketch at the beginning of the video, people seem to like it, that's nice, but everybody keeps assuming, not even asking, just assuming that that's my wife. It's not my wife. My wife has very little interest in being in any videos. She's a teacher, so she kind of has to keep a low profile. She doesn't want her kids to be like looking up stuff with her in it and whatnot. But anyway, no, that was an actress. Her name is Brandy Price, and she and I have a lot of mutual friends, and we never actually worked together on anything, but we've auditioned together for a lot of things. She, ironically, has been paired up as my wife in auditions that we've done. But I just thought she would be good for that part. I think she's really funny, and So I reached out to her and she said, yeah. And she has her own YouTube channel, which I linked to at the end of the video, which again, I give her a shout out at the end of the video and I point people to her YouTube channel. Clearly people don't actually watch all the way to the end and they just comment like, hey, your wife's hot. And I'm like, well, thank you, but that's not her. I'm sure Brandy appreciates it. And I sent it to her this morning and I was like, by the way, everybody thinks you're my wife, just so you know. But no, it's funny. So there's that. I got that comment a lot. And the other comment was exactly what I knew I was going to be getting a lot of comments on, which was the numbers that I used when I, added up the efficiencies or inefficiencies of electric, hydrogen, and gasoline cars. I knew that the way that I was doing the math probably wasn't the right way to do it because I was kind of adding up all the percentages instead of, I guess what they call, what's the word? See, he's going to blank on me now. Not multiplicative. Anyway. Instead of saying 5% and then, 5% off of that percent and then 10% off of that percent or whatever, I just kind of added them all up. And I know that that's probably not the correct way to do it. I tried to be a little bit more like there's certain amounts of energy that's taken out in the making of the fuel and the getting of the fuel into the car, and then there's the inefficiencies of the car. I try to keep those separate and subtract the percentage-wise from the car from the fuel. Anyway, I tried to do that, but I knew that people would jump on board and say that I added things up wrong and whatnot. I think what's most important, and of course I don't want to get things wrong. I want to present this information as accurately as possible, but I think what I was trying to make there was a comparison between them, and even if the method that I used was not 100% correct, I used it the same across all three of them, so you could get an accurate apples to apples, as close as possible, apples to apples comparison between the three. So that's my only defense, but I will say, yeah, I probably didn't 100% do the math right. And I probably should have had this vetted through some people, although I did share it with the Patreon people. And some people called it out, but it was already put together and I couldn't go back and change it by then. But if you haven't seen it, I recommend you check it out. This was like the big video for the month. And what I mean by that is each month I'm going to try to focus my energies creatively on one big video that has like a sketch in it. For the last couple of years I've been saying, I'm going to do more sketches. Well, this is my way of kind of trying to make it so I can do more sketches, like allocating my resources and time toward the videos that have sketches in it and try to make that happen once a month. So this was the one for this month. And it went a little bit longer than others, but that's okay because I'm allowing for that in these videos. But anyway, it's performing really well. It's already, like last time I looked, it was already like 50,000 views, which is great. Like 50,000 in the first day, I'm okay with. I'm happy with. This already, it's like 2 o'clock right now as I'm recording this, so it's cool. It's good when I put that kind of effort into something and it seems to be paying off a little bit. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to just keep on packing this stuff up, and hopefully it won't go late into the night, but we'll see. Hope you guys are having a good start to the week, and I hope that the rest of the week works out well, and I will catch you at the next one. Later.